Let's go ahead and do a review of the upcoming personal injury attorney live presentation. So remember, we're in the campaign mode. Now we're trying to establish contact with the material and the content. And there's only one goal. It's to increase awareness, interest, and desire. It's to shake the box a little bit to get them to the presentation. Now, we talked about the different types of presentation. Obviously, the best presentation is, if you're there one-on-one doing a presentation, that is the best because you can personalize it the best and you can control it. That's always the best scenario. This is a group setting, so remember, it always works best when it's less than 7 or less. It's easier to control an audience if there's less than 7. And then a nice scenario is if you have 2, 3, or 4, 5 attorneys invited, and you actually did it at a local restaurant. So it includes dinner, and it includes continuing legal education hours, and a free gift. So that always helps. And that's a good way if you want to do it with 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 attorneys, 10 attorneys, something like that. That's a very good way. And then also remember, another good way is if you just want to definitely get the ball rolling, is to go to their office and let them know that you can have the presentation live stream come into their office, and you'll cater in food. That's a much better way than to not do it at all, than to just cave. So that's a really good way too, because you're going to be more limited because you're dealing with that law firm. It might be 1 or 2 or 3 attorneys, but you're getting them, and if you do that every quarter, every 4 months, you've picked up 3 or 4 or 5 attorneys at the end of the year, referring in 1, 2, or 3 cases. There's $500,000 roughly, depending on your case average. Okay, so here's an example of the flyer. So you can see here, it says you're invited to a presentation on how a positive disc MRI forces low ball offers in 68% of injury awards, and how to triple the disc injury award. So this has a pain and pleasure component to it. Obviously, the big pain message is forces low ball offers in 68% of injury awards. That's very catchy when you put percentages and numbers. It makes people think. And then, of course, the pleasure award and how to triple the disc injury award. And then the subtext there is a personal injury presentation on the 10 categories of documentation necessary to maximize the disc injury award. It includes a free gift for all that attend. Now, you should have a free gift for everybody that attends anytime you do something. And the free gift that you should always give anytime you do a promotional item is it's a promotional product is what you should give. Some of the ones that stick around the house the longest, potato chip bag clip holders. These are items that have your name on it, your business name and phone number and address. Those are the things, they're relatively cheap. And every time you give a promotion, that should be your free item. So free gift for all that attend. So that's what that is. Those are, order a promotional item. And usually those are the big ones, the pizza cutter. The items in the kitchen are the best. Don't get an ice pack that goes in the refrigerator people never see. The best is potato bag chip clip holders, pizza cutters. Those are the best items that people use the most. In other words, they see the most. So, and it's been that way for years. So that's the free gift. Free dinner. And again, if you're going to set it up where there's a free dinner, remember you always want to go to a restaurant that they're used to going to. That's why you would call the local Child Lawyers Association and say, hey, what restaurant are you guys used to going to for lunch or dinner and having little mini symposiums, seminars, or presentations? And that's the one you want to get to, the one that they're already comfortable going to, that they already know where it's at. Okay, that's the dinner. And then 2 continuing legal education hours. This is only going to be 2 hours. This presentation is only going to be 2 hours. So we're going to start with the outline of the 7 minimum categories. From there, we're going to go through the 10 categories with a special emphasis on the discs. And pretty much wind it up from there. So it'll just be 2 hours. It won't be a real extensive 3 hour like we did last time. So we'll make sure it's 2 hours. We'll just get right to the meat of the matter. So this says who Car Injury Doctors Network provider. Remember, you're part of the Car Injury Doctors Network. That's why you don't have to be the one giving the presentation, but you get all the benefits. You're representing what I'm talking about. You're the one that can do what I just showed them. Okay, and that's what it says here, Car Injury Doctors Network provider, and then just put your name in there, doctor. Put your name in there, doctor. When, just put the date. I believe we got the dates for May 14th and 16th. 14th is for the Pacific Coast. 16th is for the East Coast. And it says the time, 6 to 8. So again, that says Eastern Standard Time. That's if it was the East Coast. If that was Pacific Coast, that would say 6 to 8 Pacific Time. So the 2 times that it's going to be anchored by is Eastern Time and Pacific Time. So if you're on Central Time, yours would be from 5 to 7. If you're on Mountain Time, and I don't know how it switches over there, where you guys are on that. I know it switches half the year and half the year it doesn't. But if you're on Mountain Time, it might be 5. It might be 5 to 8 also. I'll just verify your time zone. And then, of course, it's limited. We always want it limited. It's limited to 20. Must RSVP and put your phone number in there. Okay. So I'll send this flyer out. What you want to do is just have them printed up. Now, one of the things you might want to do, there's a couple options here, is we do have a couple short videos to help stir their awareness. So let me get to those right now. So this goes into a really good job of showing the disc injury relative to the other cases and how you can limit your injury award if you don't know the basic components of putting these other cases together. So this is the best one right here, and that has the title. And then the other one is much shorter, but it is the how to triple the injury award. Now, you've got a couple options with these videos. I'm going to be sending them out. Okay, couple things. So you're going to want to take the videos, and you can, one of the best things you could do is upload it and then put the link in here. So all they have to do is type the link in to that video. That's like one of the best things you could do. It's the easiest. So if you were to upload it, maybe even take the video, embed it into your one of your pages on your website. And again, this depends on how much you know about websites. And then, with a real simple title, and then use that link to put it here. So now they have direct access just by typing that in. And that would be the easier way to do it. Okay. Another way to do it is just to take the videos and put them into a USB drive, like a little like something like this, a little USB drive like this. And that holds 2, 3, or 4 gigabytes, and hand them out with the flyer. And I would take that flyer and I would put it in, I'd have it go down and print it down at the Office Depot or the FedEx shop and put it on cardboard paper. You want that on cardboard paper. You want it thick. And you want to just insert it into a manila envelope. That's how you want to send it out. You want it big. You want it big. So get your manila envelopes, insert that into it, and then it'll either have the link into it or have the USB drives for them to watch the USB drives. Okay. And I'll even, I may even, let's see. Yeah, I may even upload it and give a link in there too before I send it out to you. If you just wanted to keep the link that I had in there, it'll be tied to the Car Injury Doctors Network YouTube channel. So you could even possibly leave that. Okay. All right. So there's your options, but obviously you're going to have a much better chance of getting them there if they actually watch it. So here's what you want to do is you want to introduce it. You want to call down there, ask if the attorney's there, go down there. You'd like to invite them to a presentation, go down there, shake their hand, let them know who you are, hand them the flyer, say, hey, we're doing a presentation, walk through the bullet points on it, hand them the video, either whether it's the link or the USB drive, hand them the video and say, tell you what, I'll check back with you in 72 hours, take a look at the video, and let me know if you have an interest in attending. They're going to get your chance of them attending are going to significantly go up if they watch the video. Okay. So put emphasis on watching the short video, and then you check back in 72 hours. And then when you check back, remember how this works. Did you get a chance to watch the video? No. They say, no, that's not good. So I tell you what, I can watch you with it now, or I can come back tomorrow after you've had a chance to watch it. Which one would work better for you? Because remember, them watching that video is going to carry a lot of weight to get them there. So I would try that. I still want them to watch that video. They say no to that. Did you get a chance to watch the video? No. Tell you what, I can watch it with you now if you want, or I could just come back in 24 hours after you've had it. Do you think you'll be able to watch it in the next 24 hours? I can come back then. And the reason is you'd like for them to tell you what they think about the video. In other words, you're going to ask their opinion of the video. Everybody wants their opinion asked. So I'd like to hear here's the video and some of the material we're going to be covering. I'd like to hear your opinion on it. Okay. That's how that would say. Now they say, yes, we saw it. Are you interested in attending? It does include X, Y, and Z. There's a free gift for all the 10. There's a free dinner, and you do get 2 continuing legal education hours. So if you could, are you interested in attending? Okay. Get their contact information. Obviously, you want their name, phone number, and email, because we're going to be reminding them all the way up to the point. We're not just going to leave them go and not say anything up into the presentation. There's going to be regular reminders that you're going to be sending out. Okay. And then remember, if they do watch it and they go, no, are you interested in attending? They go, no. Remember what you should say. If you don't mind me asking, what would be the reason you would not want to attend? And I would just write that down. If you don't mind me asking, what would be the reason why you would not want to attend? And what you're listening for are obstacles, because most of the time the obstacles are minor that can be easily overcome. The guy might say, well, I'm out of town that day. Well, guess what? I tell you what, I'll send you the live link when you get back. I'll leave it up there for 3 days so you can get back and watch the recording, and I'll follow up with you. See, that's another easy way to overcome that. Another way is if they're busy doing something. So I tell you what, when you get back, I can just invite you out to dinner, and we can just watch this while we're having dinner. Right? It's no problem. You put that on a little laptop, put it in front of you. You can even cater over his office. Tell you what, we can run the replay. I'll come over and we'll have a catered dinner. Even if you do it for lunch for the replay, I'll come over for lunch. We can watch the replay. I'd be interested to see what you thought. See, it's only 24 minutes. The first video, the second one's 3 minutes. Okay. But this is a way to fight through obstacles. A lot of people just give rinky-dink answers because they haven't been hooked yet. They don't give real obstacles. They just kind of blow you off because they haven't been hooked yet. Just be aware of that. And so that's what you want to do. You can say, hey, I'd like your opinion on this. Tell me what you think. So that's what you want to do. And then you just want to check back until you get a yes, no, or maybe. Remember, that's what you do all the time with these. You always are going to go until the end. Are they booked? Yes. Are they not booked? No. And why? And if it's a maybe, you're following back up until it's a yes or a no. But one thing you don't do is you do not accept ambivalence. We want a yes or we want a no. And if it's a no, we want to know why. Because a lot of times, like I said, we can overcome that. And this is how you get your feet in the door. And this is how you start moving. Okay. Remember, everybody's busy. Everybody has 7,000 messages attacking them every day. Everybody's got a hierarchy of things to do in the next hour, 2 hours, today, tomorrow. There's always stuff going in the mind. So remember, when you're approaching people, they got busy lives too. And that's why the follow-up is so important. Remember, you're always going to get more business in the follow-up than an initial marketing. It's the follow-up, the follow-up, the follow-up, the follow-up.